You got that piece of paper right in front of you. I mean, how do you reflect on just, the challenges this team has been able to overcome? And do you feel you take pride in the fact that you've been able to face some of the heavy hitters so early in your season?
It's obviously we have been challenged. Obviously challenged in the non-conference, and then the way we've kind of started the Big Ten schedule, just the way it's rolled out for us, right? It's our fifth game, and it'll be our fifth opponent against a top 25 team, and at the same time, we play Michigan tomorrow. They played 3 top 10 teams in a row in the Big Ten, so it's been a unique challenge. The one thing I love is that our kids have not stopped fighting every single day. I thought, even watching back on film, I felt this way after the game, but watching back on film, we did some really good things against UCLA. They're just number 1 in the country for a reason. Playing what seemed like oftentimes a bunch of pros out there. And sometimes they just made plays and we didn't. But it doesn't get any easier for us, right? It is the Big Ten, and we've got a really good, hungry, young Michigan team coming in tomorrow.
Yeah, you noticed the way that you manage these stretches. Have you noticed anything change? Because you didn't really have a lot of these times where the answers aren't easy before coming here, obviously.
Yeah, honestly, it's I think I said the other day, I talked to Coach Curry quite a bit. Matt and Elliot have been awesome with me. Beth Kuchar has been like a rock for me too as well. People you lean on them. You lean on them. You stay the course. You trust what you're doing. Matt always tells me, right? You do what you think is best for Purdue, and then it'll end up going the right way. And he's just his words always just resonate with me. Do what you think is best for Purdue, and it'll figure itself out. And that's what we're doing. And our group is doing the same thing. It obviously it isn't easy, but at the same time, we are competing and we are getting better.
As far as the defensive takeaways, things that you can control, what was the thing that maybe you saw you could have maybe tweaked at least a little bit to make some of those 3-point shots UCLA was hitting a little harder?
Yeah, I think some of them were, especially early, was just self-inflicted. Where we turned the ball over or bad shot at the rim, just kind of allowed them to get out in transition. When you're trying to take away Zach Edey at the rim, obviously it allows them to kind of spray things out. And then without KP and Lana on the floor, we tried to do little things different. And then we lost obviously 30 in the fourth quarter. 4 times in a row. She missed the one that got stuck in the rim. But I don't know that we could have done anything different. Honestly, we did our best to make sure Lauren Betts was. She worked for everything, and then it's kind of like me. You just hope they have an off night, and they didn't. They're number 1 in the country for a reason.
What have you seen out of Michigan's 3 freshmen?
They're really good. They're really, really good. Skilled, physical, good length, confidence through the roof. Remind me of a young myself, actually, just like a swag out there, someone who can just go get a bucket at any time, someone with a lot of confidence. And they're really good, right? 6 foot, 6'1", on a perimeter, obviously with Olsen and Swords, their ability to score at all 3 levels. And 3 that don't know any better. And honestly, what's good about them is Hobbs has been the ultimate leader for that ball club, and then Greta, number 11, has done her job. People coming off the bench have really helped those 3 kind of fold into who they need to be, but a really, really talented trio.
Michigan just played UCLA tight.
Yep.
What can you draw from that?
Yeah, physical. They were really physical. Some things that, it's hard because you're not going to do the same thing against us that you probably did against UCLA. So not too much. You kind of go back to maybe like teams that they played and try to figure that out, but like I said, a good team that's got a lot of swagger about who they are and what they do, and they play as KBA, man, this hard, tough-nosed, physical ball club.
With Rashonda and McKenna Layton, it seemed like you were having some success with those 2, and that rotation, a smaller lineup. Could we see a little bit more of that? Them 2, sort of playing off of each other.
Yeah, Kenna's been really good. Obviously, I think we said the other day she's someone who's just struggled through a lot of, not that she's not hurting now, right? She's just kind of learning how to manage to play through some of the pain that she does have. And Spider has been great for us, especially off the bench. Like, she's been a great punch for us, comes in, great energy, competed at a high level the other day against UCLA, and we need the all of that and maybe even a little bit more from those two.
Is there a temptation to move Spider to the starting lineup, or just a matter of getting her more minutes from where in her role right now?
Yeah, it'll be that. You know,
Yeah.
just we'll keep doing what we're doing and bringing her off the bench. But she because she's embraced it. She feels good about it. We feel good about it, and she just keep doing exactly what she's doing.
With another guard, Jordy, obviously you got her back recently.
Yep.
Didn't play against UCLA, but what does she give you that's new? I mean, I know you've been waiting on her.
Yeah.
How does she fit in there?
Just someone who can create for others. Someone who can get in the paint and spray things out. Trying to get her more and more comfortable pushing in transition to be Jordy Poole. Don't go out there and try to be a Maya. Don't try to go out there and be Spider. Like, go out there and be Jordy Poole, and put two good practices together. And just a matter of just getting her out there and kind of like just letting her go.
How much is it just a matter of timing, you think, and trying to get her back to that?
Yeah, I mean, she hasn't practiced for like a month. Like, she hasn't even had a full month of practice. So, it's, everybody else on our team has had the summer and the fall. So she's still learning on the fly. And Ella and Des have done a really good job of kind of taking her under their wing. Teaching her defenses, like you see them at team meals or wherever, if we're on the road. Those two have really taken Jordy under their wing, trying to get her, because they know that she can help them. She can help them make their life easier, right?
Just what one of your future players did last week.
Silly.
I mean, how did you find out about it? What was your kind of initial reaction when you saw the numbers?
Yeah, I think I just saw it on or maybe Amaya told me. I'm not sure what happened, but like I just still texted Kira like the mind blowing emoji. Look, I've played a lot of basketball, been around basketball a lot, and have never seen anything like it. And I don't care who you're playing, what you're playing. To go out there and do that is actually pretty silly. It's like golf, right? Like, it could be an easy golf course. You still got to make the shots. You still got to make the putts. Like, that Kira is a unicorn. She's a very, very unique, dynamic player.
And does that go along with kind of how you view her, just the number of areas that she can impact the game?
Yeah, she can do everything. And if you talk to her, like, scoring is something that just happens because she can do it, but it's, not like her favorite part of the game. She's a great passer in transition. She can rebound it and go, similar to, like, I don't know, Angel Reese or Diamond Miller, kind of like if those two were, if you had to kind of really compare Kira to somebody. But yeah, just a full-on unicorn.
What's the growth that you've seen out of her, just getting to know her in the last year and now getting to
maturity, right? Like how she's grown so much on and off the floor, right? She just, on her official visit, like, just to sit down and have a conversation with her and Amaya for 45 minutes. Couldn't have done it 2 or 3 years ago, but, just Kira has grown so much and matured so much. She's a super, super fun kid.
Coach, as far as Reagan Bass is concerned, trying to get her, kind of back in the rhythm. Seems like the offensive numbers have kind of tapered down. What do you feel like is going to be the thing that kind of gets her going?
Yeah, she's got to have confidence, right? Like, she came in and we watched some film and showed her some really good stuff, and she hasn't shot it well in our losses, but like, she's getting good looks and more or less just confidence. Getting her to remember that we believe in her, and she's those looks are the looks we need her to knock down, and her having the confidence about it.
Coach, in what ways do you feel like your freshman days, just by playing a player like Lauren Betts, we're able to evolve and to grow? Going up against what could possibly be one of the greatest centers that this game has already ever produced.
There's no other option. It's those two, and they've been great. They've been challenged. They haven't got too down. They've kept their head down and kept working, and it's going to pay off for them. We're asking them to guard, in my opinion, a national player of the year right now. And they both, honestly, game plan wise, I know they picked up some fouls, but they were physical. They did what we asked them to do, and it's just going to help them in the long run.